Okay, well, hello. I am MtDdraig. As you can see, I am the Mando that he was mentioning. We're going to be playing Vision Soft Reset. It's actually now going to be True Ending because we've reached a milestone. I'm going to count us in, get the run going, and then I'm going to let Sineth, who's here to help me commentate, take over with a little bit of detail about the game. So as soon as we're ready to go, just let me know and I'll count us in. Okay. So Sineth, say hello.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? So this is Vision Soft Reset, a Metroidvania that's been out for a couple of years and honestly criminally underappreciated. We're going to be seeing a lot of things happening here where this character has a power by default to rewind time basically whenever he wants. And it can also kind of slightly see into the future. So you're going to see like shadows of attacks coming out from this first boss that we're already fighting. So yeah, we're going to get to see this first boss right off the bat.
So he's not a challenging boss, as you can see. He's fairly quick. And for some reason, he feels like if he can't see what he's doing, we can't see the future. But obviously wrong. So yeah, that's our first boss out of the way. And now we're going to go and land on Sudar Isle, where the majority of the game is going to take place. And again, I'm going to let Sineth give you a little bit of detail about what's going on here. But basically, the planet's going to blow up fairly soon if we don't do something about it.
Yeah, so this is a 100% true completion run, which means that Drake needs to hit every save point on the planet and collect a bunch of collectible cards. You'll see why a little bit later in the run. I won't spoil it if you haven't seen it. Getting hit is bad, so we don't want to do that. I came up with an idea, chat. What if we donated $1 for every time that we actually die in this game? So let's hope we don't do that, but hey, let's see if we can make it happen. So we gotta deal with these squirrels lurking up these openings for them.
We did get the fast squirrel as well, where that very first squirrel, he followed us immediately and then shot off the other side to take out the tree branch for us. It's not the vanilla route, if you will, or the intended route, but it is the route we take because it is quicker. He can be quite slow, though. Sometimes he'll attack and then follow you, and then you have to wait for him to attack again. But thankfully, in this particular instance, we had it covered.
Another kind of interesting part of this game, you'll see Drake went by a heart container there that would have increased his life total. As long as we actually see that item, we don't actually need to pick it up as part of 100%. We just see the item and it counts towards 100%.
Yeah, there are two different items that apply to that rule. It is the heart containers to increase our health, and the little blue diamonds that we'll see soon enough, which increase our vision ability, which is our ability to rewind time. We're going to play this a little bit safe, because otherwise things like that happen.
Yep. So as you saw, he got knocked down into spikes, was able to rewind it so the damage never happened, the fall into spikes never happened. You have a little bit of an energy meter on top there, so you can only do that for a certain amount of time until you run out of energy, and then, well, it's no bueno after that. You could die.
And that meter will always recharge itself back up to 25%. No matter how low you take it, it will always recharge to 25. That doesn't change if we increase it at all. It's always 25. So we're now as well going to see our first full-time rewind rather than just a couple of seconds, because we're going to revert back to that save I made just before the heart room.
Yep. What's nice about this is there's a couple of items that Drake has picked up so far, the spin dodge and the charge shot, stay with him even though he has rewound time back to basically the beginning of the game. Suit upgrades are one of the only things that stick with you during the entire game, no matter how much you've rewound time.
Not bad, but okay. So as you can see as well, I'm using the dodge, cancelling it with a jump, and that is launching me forward significantly faster than running, or, well, a little bit faster than running and significantly faster than just a normal jump would be. So that's going to be a major piece of tech. It also increases, obviously, how far we can jump and where we can make it to because of these things.
Mm-hmm. You'll also see Drake holding this charge shot and shooting it down at certain points in the game in order to gain extra height, or at least a longer jump, I guess. And we got this from here. It's a little bit of a puzzle. Drake's just going to breeze right through it, no problem.
So I am pressing the wrong button there, which gave me a little rewind instead of taking us through on a spin.
Oh, didn't get the jump here, so we gotta... There we go. Nice jump.
Yeah, so as you saw there, that was making use of all the tech we've got so far. And this one is our wall run. This is huge. This basically opens up now the entire game to us. We can effectively go anywhere. But obviously we need to get 100% on our way to true completion, so we're going to pick up some more abilities along the way.
Yep. Now, a couple of these areas that Drake is going into early on, you see a timer in the upper right-hand corner. Those areas actually will become permanently locked if that timer gets to a certain point. I believe the one we were just in with the wall run is 5 minutes.
I think it's 3 minutes or 2 minutes. I honestly don't remember with the wall run. It is very short, though. And the vanilla access, like the intended access to it, is a lot more roundabout than what we just did. It basically requires you to get good. There's no other way to put it, to be honest, if you're going to go the vanilla route.
Yeah, so this game kind of encourages speedrunning just in vanilla, casual play.
Now, on 100%, we would have saved there, but we don't need to for true completion, because one of the major differences is in true completion, we have to collect all of the item cards in particular on our final loop through the game. Whereas on 100%, we can just collect them in any order we want to.
Now, you just saw Drake go through a door there and take some damage. That door requires that you have a certain amount of life to basically tank the damage to get through it. But instead, he took the damage and used the item, or the
iframes from the deboost, yeah.
Yeah, to get through that door. And here's our second boss of the game right now. So hopefully we're going to be able to fight this boss without taking any damage whatsoever. If we do that successfully first try, then we're going to be getting his collectible card later.
Well, because it's true completion, we're not going to worry too much about that. Like, if it's there... Yeah, see, like... We're not going to worry about taking that hit because we're going to get his card on the second run through.
Yeah, so we actually have to fight each of the bosses, well, not each of the bosses, but two of the bosses twice.
Okay, so we got the claw item, which just fell out the ceiling because of him slamming on, and we're going to bail out right now. Because I've already taken a hit, we're not going to finish him off now. We're going to leave. And we're going to beat him down a second time later on and do it without taking a hit that time. Like, there is a little bit of flexibility in this route, and I still think it is slightly debatable over which way to do that is quicker. But right now, the current world record and my current PB both do this. So we're going to continue with this.
Oh, and just to make it clear to chat, this is a world record attempt.
It's probably not going to be by the end of it, but we're going to see how it goes.
Attempt?
At this point in this game, most of my runs and Java, who is the current world record holder in pretty much all the categories, I believe. We've both held world records in most categories. But I believe Java currently has them all, because, you know, that's how it goes sometimes. But with this game, basically everyone is world record attempt until you start losing time. You know, we're both at that level where that's a possibility, so...
Definitely. If we have any donations to throw out there, that'd be great to do it right now.
All right, thank you so much. So, yeah, we got a $3.60 by Decapant360. 316. Sorry. The donation counter looks way too even. Yeah, because we were at $3,500 flat, so we needed somebody to break this up because people like round numbers. So let's trigger those OCDs a little bit. And also we have $25 from Mrs. Cheese Reaver saying, question for the runner / couch. Any dating tips for a recent widow?
That's
Reaver is someone with a sense of humor.
I don't get that reference, but I'm pretty sure you guys do.
There's a reference from the beginning of NoReset Speedrun Metroidvaniathon where he donated money to ask about what to do about a punctured lung. So now it's his widow donating because, the punctured lung could have been.
I actually remember that one. I just didn't know who donated.
Yeah. Oh, I completely missed that. Hey, marathon firsts. That's never happened before.
Oh, there it is, chat.
I hope you've got your bingo cards. Oh my word, hit the sea.
So we have to hit certain totem poles along the way here in order to unlock another area coming up. As you can see, there are certain energy beams that are on right now, and that's because Drag turned on the power, and that makes certain things happen in the world. You'll see after we do a quick reset, that will not be the case. And you see mysterious floating orbs every now and again. Those actually are how we unlock the last boss. We need 4 of those.
A quick what?
Those are
Sure.
No, but I mean, you said a quick what?
What did you say, Sineth?
I don't know that word. You don't say the R word on NoReset channel.
Oh, right.
Oh. Lots of little mistakes here, which I'll apologise for. I'm clearly a bit nervous to be opening the day. Came as a bit of a surprise to me when I realised that was the case. It's the final day of the speedrun. It's or the marathon. It's exciting times, and here we go. Here is our 3rd boss.
Yep. So this is Celestia coming up. Celestia is kind of mean. You'll see why if things go wrong, but hopefully things don't go wrong, and we're gonna just one-shot this boss. All right, so we're at the phase 2 now, and you're gonna see Drag dodge and rewind a couple of times here to dodge that huge energy beam that comes out. Oh.
Oh well.
Oh no, that's okay. We're gonna kill him. So we don't need, like Dreg said, we don't need to not take damage on the first attempt, but we do need to not take damage on the second attempt. This boss will be considerably easier on the second try, so I think it's probably best to do it at that point.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you can get the no damage in the first run, it's fantastic, because on this one in particular, because you're going to get more damage on him in the second run through. But we're also going to have double shot at that point, which means more damage on him anyway. And, yeah. So that's going to... what we can do... Oh, wait, I'm having a day here. I'm having a day. I forgot to do the rewind.
You're fine.
But it's fine. We've got plenty of time not to mess this up.
Yeah, you focus on what you're doing in the run. I will do the commentary.
Oh... Focusing on what I'm doing in the run might be the problem.
True. But Drake and I go way back as friends, so that's why I'm here on the couch with him. And he's been kind of really showing me the run and how it all works over the last week and just trying to catch me up on it so I can do some good commentary for it.
Yeah, so as we got a couple of minutes while we go through this little slow section here, I do want to give a shout out to a couple of people. Mark Radosi, who is the developer of this game. I've forgotten your name, but is he the Blob, I believe, on Discord, who is one of the major artists behind it, and Will Savino, who... Oh, we've gone the wrong way. Will Savino, who did the music for the game, and Will's music is an absolute banger, if I'm being entirely honest. Mm-hmm. He's some stuff for some other games as well. I would definitely say if you find some of his music, check it out. But yeah. So this little underground section is what we kind of got heat resist for, if we were doing it vanilla. But we don't do things vanilla.
Yeah, so there's going to be a couple of areas coming up that Drag is actually going to be doing the inverse or the reverse way of the intended path.
Okay. So we're going to make good use of this speed booster to slam through this barrier and run up these walls as quick as we can. Please. Please, game.
This might be another good time if there's any new donations.
Yeah, if you've got any.
Well, there's no right now, but I've got a question though.
Yeah,
what does true completion actually means?
So it's actually true ending, not true completion. And basically, there is a slightly different ending that we get for collecting all of the cards on a single loop of the game before we reach the last boss. And when I say the loop of the game, obviously I mean the rewinding the time as we can do to a previous save. So in order to get that, we also need to hit every single save point in the run on a single loop in order to be able to access the final card. So true ending then changes what happens when we actually reach the final boss. It gives us a slightly different outcome to what we would get if we reached it in 100% or any other category.
Yeah, we're not going to quite spoil it, but let's just say that the cards that we're collecting are important to that true ending. So right now, Drake is fighting the third boss, or the virus boss. So every item that we've collected has been something that augments our suit in some way, either it be claws or double shot or charge shot. We ended up finding another area right here that actually infected the operating system. And as you can see, this is the character you're actually playing as inside the suit. It's just
this is Oracle. Yeah. This is who Oracle actually is. And if you saw that portal just before we went into that area gave us a decryptor, which is the abilities that we get. And that decryptor there, on the vanilla playthrough, you get in a completely different location. And it's what triggers all those little black blocks to appear that we were just trying to avoid. And they appear in many different areas in the game normally. But because we cheat our way back here, they do not appear for us in these areas. So what we've done now, because we've got that, we got out of the suit, got to another suit, we now have the ability to get out of our suit whenever we want, which is going to open up a couple of other locations for us like this. So we're now in the final loop of the game. We're going to go beat all the beat both the bosses, collect all the cards, and hit every save point on this loop round. And we're also going to pick up at least one item. I think it's only the one item left. Oh, nice! I got to jump straight into the second step.
Yeah, so we're not going to be reversing time all the way back to the beginning anymore. We're now going to be seeing every room in the game, well, most rooms in the game. Here's the first boss that we're going to fight again. Now we cannot take any hits in order to get his collectible card. We're going to let Drake focus here for just a moment.
Oh, wrong way. Oh, did not see that one coming.
Come on, Drake, you got future vision.
I know, tell me about it. Okay, there we go. So yeah, all those little rewinds, though they do cost a second here or there, it's far better than having to have to restart a run or restart the boss itself.
Yeah, so that was a good first try on the boss, technically.
Yeah, and as you can see, we've got a little card on the left side of the screen there. That's what our reward for beating him without taking a hit. Because remember, we rewound it, so none of those hits actually happened. I perfected that boss, okay? Okay, and here we're going to get introduced to the salesman. Now, I won't say too much about the salesman, but you may recognize the portal which he appeared in, and where we may have seen that before.
Yeah, so that green portal we got the decryptor from is the same portal that the salesman appeared out of.
And it's the one that destroyed the suit right after we got that with after the virus sequence. Okay, now we're basically in, up until the next boss fight. Oh, come on. We're basically in full-on cleanup mode.
Yep.
So if there is any donations coming in, let us know, because you're more than welcome to dump them out. And I'm going to concentrate on just running and let Sinneth just chat to you guys for a little bit. Any questions, feel free to ask them, and I will answer to the best of my ability.
Right, so I mean, there's no new donation yet, but now would be a good time to remember people that we're raising money for the National Multiple Sclerosis Society. And for those of you who are wondering, I'm just gonna read that little cue card right there because I think it's really well written. So the Society's mission is that people affected by MS can live their lives, can live their best lives as we stop MS in its track, restore what have been lost, and end MS forever. We will cure multiple sclerosis while empowering people affected by MS to live their best lives. So this is a really good cause. There are a lot of people affected by multiple sclerosis, and the NMSS is trying their best to help as many people as they can. So keep them coming. Every money donated toward the entire weekend, including today, is going toward the NMSS. And as you donate, you can choose the fate of the animals in the I think the final run of the marathon, or maybe the second to last. So yeah, later today it's gonna be a Super Metroid where you can decide if you want to save or kill the animals. And right now, sadly, Save the Animals is leading by about $42. So guys, I'm counting on you to do the right thing and save those precious frames. Please.
Yeah, get the speedrunners out here and let's kill the animals.
Exactly.
So we still have a lot of cleanup to do. The really next big part of this game is fighting Salacia for the second time, which is going to go by fairly fast, like I said, because we're going to have basically all the abilities in order to fight that boss easily.
Yeah, so where we're going now, we're going to get one of the last 2 items remaining and to start collecting our phase crystals. Now, in the context of the story, the phase crystals are why we're here, and they are the 4 keys that we need to open access to the final boss. Effectively, G4, if you're familiar with Super Metroid, they're the equivalent in this. Oh, okay, we know where the spider's going to throw it now, though. Oh, come on.
Yeah, so Drake has to do a speed boost to jump through this door, off the thing, and get past the spider without being hit too many times.
That spider, it will basically kill your speed booster, which we don't want, because we need it when we get to the end of that pathway. But if you're caught, come on. If you're caught in a situation where you're going to get hit by him, there's nothing you can do in some instances. You just got to take the hit, kill him, and go back. Okay, and now we're just going to run straight back that way.
Yep, and there's one more really hard trick in this run coming up here. We're going to shout it out when it comes up, but basically you're going to see a room where Drake is falling down a really long area. He's going to have to shoot down, and I don't think I've seen him first try that yet, so let's see if he can first try it.
Like, it goes a lot better than it did when I first started, let's put it that way. Okay, we'll take this vision for the refill, and because it gives us a bit of bonus vision. But again, we don't actually need to collect that. Those are the other items in the heart containers that we get the percentage point for regardless. Mm-hmm. We're going to break out of our suit again here. And we're going to head back down towards the area where we fought the virus. But this time, we're just going to be hitting a save point and collecting another phase crystal. Oh, and a card. Yep. There is a card down here as well.
Yep, I believe this is the card I was referencing coming up here.
This isn't the card, which is the really hard trick. But this is...
Oh, right. This, I know which card this is now.
Yeah,
this
so
card
we're gonna... is... Okay.
Nice.
Sorry,
So we got that jump on the first try. Normally, you have to do some shenanigans in order to get into that little hole that he just jumped into, but with a careful jump and a careful pause menu into the strip shoot, he's able to get it. So we get the card.
So, sorry, just to jump in, what you would see in vanilla would be basically coming around this whole loop, but from the far left side of that water room, and you'd have to do that loop twice. To get the card and to get this item. But as you can see, we skip through the top because we're lazy and we don't want to be wasting any of our time. Or your time. Okay, we're going to pick up our suit again here, and then we're in a little bit of a section where we're just running towards the next stuff. Did I take this save out here? I don't remember. We'll take it just again, just to be on the safe side. I'm pretty sure I did, but sometimes that happens. You know, I'm an old man. I can't be expected to remember everything.
Again, dodging through some lasers here in order to get through these areas. Doing some really nice dodging.
Okay, now this room is possible. We're not going to get that. Okay. If you don't hit the ceiling too early there, it's possible to do that whole room in one jump without having to go down the bottom. But it's good that we see that bottom screen, because that is where, in the intended playthrough, that's one of the first locations you'll actually end up visiting. And that's where we find out that the planet's endoplanetary shield is damaged, and the planet is going to blow up in 20 minutes. Now, that doesn't change with the fact that we never went there. But technically, we don't know about it. I mean, I don't know anything about it, so you guys can't know anything about it. But yeah, so we're in a little bit of just a run, hit save points, run type motion at the moment. So yeah, I'll again hand it back to Sineth just to keep you guys entertained.
Yeah, so that timer in the upper right-hand corner, once that gets to 20 minutes, the whole planet will explode. So if we're anywhere except for like one room in the game and that timer hits 20 minutes, it's bad news bears. So we don't want to do that. But yeah, we're just going to be doing a lot of cleanup, a lot of running around to get the next area. Again, feel free to jump in with any new donations. Anyone that wants to say, hey, ask a question.
Yeah, sorry, feel free to ignore me if you ever hear me saying something along the lines of my words. Oh, I know what I've done. I've forgotten to get a health thing earlier in this run. So we're actually one health lower than what I'd like to be right now.
You're fine.
But it'll be fine as long as we don't get stupid. Okay, we'll take that.
Hey, just don't take damage. It's easy.
Yeah, basically. I mean, I will say this run right now isn't one that I'm particularly happy with. I probably would have ended up resetting this. Okay, that's good.
So this is not a world record attempt anymore.
To be honest, I don't know where I am time-wise. What time are we on?
We're not going to tell you. We're just going to let you suffer.
Yeah, I very much doubt this is going to be a world record at this point. Come on. But it could still be a PB quite easily, because my current PB was not set at any sort of time where... Okay.
Actually, here's a better question. With how much you've run this game, what do you think your time is?
Oh, sorry, 2 seconds. This is
the hard run. This is the hard one right here.
Yeah.
Did not get it on the first try. Got it on the second, though.
Okay, we'll take that head. Oh, God, I can't even remember what my time is. Stop doing that. I'm sure it's around 29 minutes at Shell Escape on my PB, or is that 100%? So I'm going to guess we're around the 26 minute mark, but I may be way off with that.
Okay.
Like, I don't really pay that much attention to my times when I'm running. So... Yeah.
I will interject and say that there are some parts now that we're going across that look like that they should have things turned on. That's because after we turned on the power, we rewound time back to a certain point before we turned on the power. So now power is turned off again. But yeah, we're just doing a lot of playing card cleanup here. Just trying to get all the different locations where these cards are hiding.
And also praying we haven't forgotten something.
Right.
Wrong button again. Yeah.
Now that we have the claw.
Oh, go on.
Now that we have the claw, we can just bust right through that door without having to do the puzzle. Go grab this card really quick.
I don't think we have a death yet, right?
Not an actual death, no. Oh, this has got awkward. Let's see how far back we can rewind. Okay. That was really, really bad. I'm not going to lie. I am not proud that anyone saw that. Again, never happened before. But we're back in the loop now. So we should be okay from here on out. Like, I really don't know what happened that I got myself stuck in that.
Somebody's asking me if it was an attempt to jinx. It was not, but I'm pretty sure I succeeded anyway.
Well, you know, if it was an attempt to jinx, I would have forgiven you. I'd only jinx myself anyway.
And I mean, that would have been for a good cause.
True. True, very true.
I was thinking of offering a $1 for every time you get hit, but as you can see, you get hit a lot in this game, even being this good. Like I said, Drake is a previous world record holder, currently second place on the board, so, I mean, nothing to sneeze at here.
I mean, I know you said $1 per death, but how about $5 if it's deathless?
Ooh, I like that.
Oh, I must. Yeah. I mean, I'll definitely put $5 in if it's deathless. That's fine for me. I'll even up you. I'll go to $10 if we finish deathless.
All right, chat. So you heard him. Anyone willing to match that $10 donation if we go deathless on this run? That's at stake now.
Which also means that if you die, I kind of hope you die at least 10 times now.
Okay, we have to poke ourselves into this room because there's a phase crystal, a vision crystal in there.
I will say that we're at a point in the game where we're relatively safe from unknown deaths. We've fought all the hard fights.
Wow. Hold on now. This next sequence is probably the last sort of like major opportunity for a death. This particular room here is, we shouldn't have any problems, but that doesn't mean it's not impossible to die.
We got a ghost that's chasing us. We gotta make sure we miss all these spikes, and we aren't fast enough that the ghost doesn't catch up and try to kill us.
Oh. This is going to be tight. Okay, we got it. Cool.
Nice.
Oh, that was tight. He was right on us at the end there, and that last little chicane into the finish of that room can be dangerous if he's close to you. So we got a little bit lucky there. Or is it just run a skill? Who knows? Not enough of you speedrun this game to be able to tell me otherwise. But no, yeah, it's
Yeah, like I said at the very beginning of the run, this game is criminally underappreciated. More people need to jump in on this. Here's another hard room that Drake's about to go through. You're going to see these fish zipping back and forth, and Drake needs to not get hit once, because... Oh!
Any hit is a death in that room, unless we rewind.
Right. We'll take one hit there. That was good. I like that.
Okay.
I've seen worse.
By the way, if someone wants to play this game, where can we find it?
So it's available on Steam. It's available on itch.io, I believe. In fact, there was a bundle a while back, a charity bundle from itch.io, which a lot of people would have got this in and may not even realize it.
Was that the Black Lives Matter bundle?
It may be, where there was like thousands of games in it.
Yep.
And I don't remember how much it was costing, but oh, come on now.
Yeah,
Neither do I, and I bought it.
Yeah, it was like I think it was $7, and you got like 1,000 games. Celeste was in it. This was in it. Octodad was in it. Like a bunch of really good games.
Sounds about right. Yeah. So if you happen to pick up that bundle, you may actually already have this game, and I strongly recommend giving it a try. It is a lot of fun. I didn't actually get that bundle. I bought this on the recommendation of a friend, and I cannot say that friend steered me wrong. Because I love this game. It's quite simply. Okay, so we're gonna go now. This is our last phase crystal to collect. And we missed.
Oh man, Drake, why are you missing?
Or did we? Or did we?
Yeah, so it's easier to use the speed booster. Well, you have to use the speed booster in order to get to that room. So speed booster around the edge of this, get the card, and then get the crystal. We got the save point and a couple of items over here too, right? That's where you're going next?
Oh. There's no save point over here, but there is 2 cards that we need to get. This being one of them. And the other one, which both we collected earlier. Now, we collected them earlier just because, as you can see, it makes this pick up slightly quicker, but also because we still had a little bit of time before the gate opens, because that gate opens on a timer normally. So this area has wind, which will blow through it at 10 minutes on the game clock.
Yep. So after we're done with this arena, we're going to be going to fight Celestia for the second time, and that's going to be a pretty easy boss.
We hope. No, this should work out a lot quicker than last time. Oh, if I actually hit him.
Yep. So we'll let Drake focus again on this boss.
Oh. Really? Right, that should be enough for us to get a finish fairly quickly now. There we go. So again, hitless boss, so now we're going to get the card. It would have been even quicker if we'd got him the first time, and it is better really to get this guy. But that's the kind of the beauty of this run for marathons, is there are the true ending in particular, there's little moments like that where you can save yourself by complete accident. And you know, the game is just set up in such a way that you have options on how you approach everything, which is really cool. And it's a fantastic little Metroidvania that, as Sinatha said, is just underappreciated. It doesn't get the love that it really deserves. And again, just a shout out to Mark Radosi, the developer, because I love your game, dude. I know you know this already, because the dev team is quite active in the speedrun in the Discord, which has now become both the speedrun and the standard combined. And yeah, it's like the whole dev team is fantastic. Really good bunch of guys.
So we've got our Golden 4 unlocked. We're going to come up to the save point, hit the save point, but then we're going to come back down, collect 2 more items. One of them is locked if we don't have every save point. So we're getting the last save point now to unlock that item, and then we're getting 1 more item right after that.
Okay, yeah, cool. We did remember every save. So we got this. We've got 1 last item to collect over here. And we'll have a quick check, seeing as we're on marathon. Yep, 100%.
Yep. So we got our 100%. We have our true ending. Now we get to go see what the true ending is. Now, these playing cards that we've been collecting the entire time are very important to the true ending. Pay very close attention.
I also want to clarify one little thing. The true ending title was given to this game by the Speedrun community. The actual dev himself has not said that this is the true ending of the game. But when we get to the ending, you'll understand why a Speedrun community might consider this the true ending over what actually happens. So we've got to wait a couple seconds. Oh no, we've hit 20 minutes. That's the end of the world, right? Apparently not.
Yep. So this is one of the rooms you can be in during the end of the world, and it doesn't kill you.
So yeah, with this end of the world has, as you can see, massively been changed. Cataclysmic event, but it doesn't quite destroy everything. You can see the massive lava pools in the background there, and we've just got to skip through this text, and it's coming up any second now. That's time.
Good game. So by collecting all the cards and actually getting them to the end of the game, we're playing a game of cards instead of fighting the last boss.
Because it turns out he's a chill dude in the right environment. 36:44. I do believe that is actually a PB for me.
Yep, that's a PB for you. That is not world record. So world record is 34 minutes, 3 seconds, and 8:30 on the milliseconds.
Yeah, because this is measured in in-game time. So, like I said, this wasn't a particularly great run. I wasn't immensely proud of it, but I'm really happy to get out with that time. I'm really happy to get to show off this game to everyone. Thank you to NoReset Marathon for having us. Again, shout out to the entire all three guys behind the development of this game. Will, again, shout out to you for the absolutely banging music in this game and others. And yeah, like I said, if you want to play this game, head on over to Steam. You can pick it up on there. I will tell you up front, it's likely not going to be going on sale anytime, but it's only £7.29 in the UK. I'm guessing it works out around $10. It's well worth that money if you want to have some fun with a good Metroidvania. And also, guys, make a donation to help support the National Multiple Sclerosis Society, because that is what we're here to help out. We all love games, but we all are here to help out a great charity that does great work.
Yep.
So, yeah, again, thank you for having me. Thank you, Sinner, for joining me. And yeah, any questions before we cut off? I'm happy to take them.
Just to remind our chat, we did do the entire run deathless. We put up a $10 incentive if we did it deathless for Drag to donate. If anyone wants to go and donate and match that $10 for the deathless run, put it towards your favorite incentive that's on the website. Put it towards your favorite challenge on the website, whatever's still there. And yeah, Drake, thank you so much for having me come by and do commentary. Where can we find the next season of The Mandalorian?
Well, unfortunately, that's top secret, and much like the helmet, these things don't come off. So this is the way.
All right, so thank you, MtDdraig. Thank you, Sinet, for this amazing run, this amazing deathless run, actually. So good job on that. Big GG to you. We're gonna go to a quick transition, and we're gonna be coming up next in a few minutes with Turtle Wax TV and the Messenger Linear No Out of Bounds. So stay tuned, everybody.